My first guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actor you know from Bohemian Rhapsody and Mr. Robot. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Rami Malek. Nice to see you again. What a lucky crowd.
That's so kind of you. That's extraordinary.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's a pleasure and a privilege, my man.
For me it is too, because since the last time you were here, you won the Oscar playing Freddie Mercury. Yes. And congratulations, incredible performance, a beautiful performance. We actually talked, I think we talked at a Christmas party or something. You were having a party on one side of a building, I was having the show party on the other, and we met in a hallway, in a breezeway between the two of them, and I just asked you, like, well, what's it like to play Freddie? And you're like, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
It was one of the greatest challenges of my life, and absolutely one of the most rewarding as well.
Well, I'm very happy for you. Thank you for that
Stop.
Now,
No, go ahead.
there you go. Get it while you can, baby.
All right, yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with the guys from Queen?
Yes, very much so, actually. We were together, John Batiste. Were we not?
Yes, we were. Where was this?
At the Global Citizen Fest.
Oh, the Global Citizen Fest this weekend in
Yeah,
Central Park.
this weekend, and I got to open up for them, and I was backstage in their dressing room, and they said, hey, Rami, how about you walk out with us backstage? So I did the walk that
that's nice.
Freddie would do in the past that I studied for a year over and over. I saw him do it so many times with them, so it was the greatest honor and privilege to do that with them and to be a part of their lives,
Well,
you were extraordinary, by the way.
Oh, they killed it. They absolutely killed it.
Thank you.
It was beautiful.
Laying it down.
You have got a really interesting job you're doing right now. I don't think I'm giving anything away when I say that you are the villain in the new James Bond movie, opposite Mr. Daniel Craig.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would be a good villain.
I hope so.
And I like you. I like you.
Yes.
But as Esquire called you, all hail Rami Malek, Overlord of Darkness.
I just saw this.
Yeah.
I just saw this. I mean,
do you like that? Bringer of Shadows, they call you.
it's good, yeah. Look, you wear leather pants and suddenly you're Satan.
Can you tell us anything? What's it like doing scenes with Daniel Craig? Had you worked with him before?
No, and I was very much looking forward to it. He's my favorite Bond, if I can say that without,
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? We had this scene that was a very complicated scene, and we were rehearsing for it with our terrific director, Cary Fukunaga, and we were sitting at a table over hours just batting about ideas back and forth, and we finally cracked this really challenging scene. And, he grabbed me, picked me up, and I can't tell who initiated the next moment, if it was him or I, but a kiss transpired between the two of us. And I'm gonna say that Daniel initiated it. And I was very taken aback.
Was it welcome?
Yes, very much so.
I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Yeah.
And I took a moment, caught my breath, and I looked out and said, so does this make me a Bond girl?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The villain.
Never happened before.
No.
Never happened before.
No, double duty.
Yeah. So we're in the final season of Mr. Robot now.
Yes.
What did you think when you first got this part? How many years? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
5 years ago? It's extraordinary. Like, I think, is a completely different type of television show than ever came along before. You are in the mind of a sort of a disaffected, detached very introverted character most of the time, and we are your character's confidant for most of it. What has this been like to play this character for you?
It was revolutionary for me in a number of ways, but I think revolutionary for the world. For as much as you know, every time I got to travel for Bohemian Rhapsody, and I think I circled the earth, my miles said about 3 or 4 times last year. Everywhere I stopped, there would be so many young kids that were as appreciative of the story of Freddie as they are of Elliot. You know, disaffected, disenfranchised, wanting a voice, complicated human beings who wanted to speak out, have their voices heard, and do something incredibly powerful that they knew they had within themselves. So to be a part of these movements by playing these characters is absolutely extraordinary, and it's something that will last my entire life. I'm incredibly proud.
We have a clip here. We have a clip here. Do you have what's going on in this clip?
Well, I do know.
Do you want to tell us?
Yes, I do. I didn't get to share as many scenes as I would have loved to last year with Christian Slater, and we are back at it fiercely in a showdown with our arch nemesis, White Rose. Without further ado, here you have it.
You're letting your feelings cloud your judgment.
My feelings. See what's going on out there? People are already forgetting about 5/9. The cyber bombings. They're buying their e-coin discounted stocking stuffers and Christmas hams, and they're gonna forget. And I don't blame them. They're exhausted. I'm exhausted.
That's a real feeling.
Yeah. I think it might, it's up there with anything that I loved our first season. I think for me that was my favorite season, and I think this is equal to it or better. So it's a great way to end it. It's bittersweet, but
yeah. That feeling that your character is describing there, the sense of being exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, that really is kind of a real feeling in the world right now. That's the odd thing about the show is so heightened in some ways, you know, Evil Corp and that sort of thing. But it actually feels real on a lot of levels. Does it ever, does the show ever worry you how true to life the emotional life of the characters are, given how crazy our world is now?
It did exceptionally so. When we first started, I actually would go up to our show's creator, who's the brilliant Sam Esmail, and say, I don't think this is possible. I really think this is a stretch. And after the first couple seasons, I said, listen, man, let it rip, because you are, you know, proclaiming what the future might end up being, and it does feel that way.
Now, you directed
I'm exhausted, you're exhausted, we're all a bit exhausted, but we have the power to fight back, and we continue to, and we will.
Thank you, Rami.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Great pleasure.
The final season of Mr. Robot premieres this Sunday. Rami Malek, everybody. We'll be right back with the creator of Transparent, Jill Solomon.